they anticipating that the Dairoth can win against Barrett in the EXP lane?
Or the
Are they looking for the...
Or the Edith in the XP.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's still flex. Or they might pick up like a Paquito here technically. They could pick up another XP and then flex it all around.
What do you think the last pick is going to be?
You know what? After seeing the composition from EVOS, they might... Do they have an affiliate? Yeah, I think this Novaria can definitely be Rome. They pick up another mage that can burst. So I'm guessing Lilia, but no, Lapu. So Edith Rome. It's going to be standard composition here from side of Rebellion.
Yeah. Fluffy on the Dairoth. That is going to be a Dairoth in the EXP lane. What do you think about the compositions?
I think for Rebellion, they have a more balanced composition. For EVOS, it's much more protect Mr. President. But also, I really want to question the Dairoth pick, right? Because we were talking about the export, maybe other picks for Fluffy, but we didn't think about the Dairoth at all. And especially here, because for Dairoth, usually you pick him up when you have a physical damage dealer that can deal even more damage with that second skill for Dairoth that reduces physical defense. Now I wonder who that's going to be comboed with, because Fredrin, I don't think EVOS will be relying on Fredrin to deal damage. Maybe it's because of the early game. Maybe they want to look for that early game with the Dairoth. But expect this Dairoth to try to go full damage, because that's the only way I see that Dairoth build this game.
And with that being said, I'm expecting a lot of action even from the early game. We'll see how this pans out. Ladies and gentlemen, one more match win will give the White Tigers their running chance for the playoffs stage. Welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 1 in the Battle of the Blues. Let's get it.
Taking a look at this game so far, my bad by the way, the expert was banned already in the first phase. Didn't notice it quite late. Before the Dairoth pick, let's take a look at how this Dairoth actually plays out. So he actually does go Quantum Charge. I think he does want to go for a little bit more of an aggressive style here up against Cars to possibly go for invades early with the Carmilla too. You can see Dreams already start things off very aggressively. And D as well with the Quantum Charge, but this time no crazy spell. It's still with the Inspire. No Flicker, no Purify. Brands and D also with the Tenacity. It's attack speed for D, and it's the Thrill for Brands. But Fluffy, yeah, as expected. That's a full damage build, it seems. Master Assassin and the Rupture.
So they're relying on the front line coming through from the side of the Fredrin. In the early game, that aggression should be able to pay off. I think they want to deny Rebellion from working in their comfort, which is that tempo in the early game. But later on, is that going to backfire onto them?
For EVOS? I think we'll just have to see here the way that they play it out, because for Fluffy, I don't know how he's building, because based on the emblems, it should be more of a at least semi-tank build if he wants to be a bit more defensive. But they'll have enough damage for both physical and magical if they look for these proactive movements, and that technically for the keys to victory, that's what we are expecting from EVOS.
Both teams already, Daytona's welcome already invested. The top side, Clockwood figures out. Good taunt, but Vincent, the first one to fall. Good recovery from the White Tigers here in the early. It's way low. Actually hits that spear from downtown.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade, but meanwhile in the bottom lane,
one more hit there for Browns. But now let's see here, Turtle take. Annabelle calmly taking the Turtle. Retribution on hand. Dreams though will be stunned up and taken down. Rebellion finds a counter.
So instantly, right, you get that trigger and all things wreak havoc. With those trades on the board, who is it worth it for?
Oh, technically with that, I guess you can say it's Rebellion. They have the gold lead, Suelo gets the purple buff. They get an advantage in kills, and it's traded for the Turtle. Realistically, it's more equal. There's no real win for the side, but technically because of those resources, Rebellion will be able to utilize that purple buff now with Suelo also getting a kill and an assist to look for more pickoffs on the map or just to read the movements for EVOS Glory, making it kind of hard for EVOS to put pressure on the map.
By the way, fun fact, the last time that both of these teams met, it was a 2-1 victory for EVOS, but that one game that they won, Rebellion, was on Suelo on the Novaria, who was also really active, stealing not just the buffs, but also the neutral objectives. So we're literally seeing the exact same thing coming through from Suelo. The fact that he was able to steal that purple buff did give them a big advantage. And we'll see how they're going to be able to translate it after this 3rd minute.
It seems like Rebellion definitely have a buff of their own so far after playing in the Hero Tournament, playing super well here with this composition too. This is a normal comp that we are used to seeing from Rebellion in that competition. So maybe they've been saving a lot of these strats. Speaking of the XP, we did see how lethal this burst could be from the Dairoth. But again, he's a bit glass cannon. So if he does dive in deep later on in these team fights, he's going to have to pick and choose the moments to actually deal damage. He can get bursted.
Like an assassin Dairoth, you would say?
Almost. That's why I'm waiting for the build. Because for the build right now, it's still semi-tank kind of. He has a Leather Jerkin, he has a Fury Hammer. He's building towards a Heptases, I believe. So more on that semi. I expect it to be a bit semi. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe he goes for damage if he continues to snowball.
But right now, both these teams are going to be posturing onto the next digital objective. There you go. The next item for Fluffy. But meanwhile...
Defensive Brave Spider, not a good signal there for the Blue Bulls to set this turtle up prematurely as well. As Rebellion now, they are still hovering around trying to grab space. EVOS Glory with 5 now already, the top side. Rebellion looking for a contest. It seems like they will not have space. Brands securing the 2nd turtle of the game.
Good turtle take by EVOS Glory. Instant response from Rebellion. Great that Rebellion actually knew that that turtle was not fightable. No Bravest Spider. EVOS have so much CC with the Curse of Blood as well. If you clump up in these team fights early game, you are going to get punished for it. So Rebellion instead look for the trade. And so far, they are still able to withstand that gold lead. They're probably looking for that mid-game power spike to really strike, because that's what you can expect from this composition. 2 Dreadnought armors already, though, for the side of Rebellion, and 1 steel leg plate for RDTZ. Trying to hold on from that early damage, which will mostly come through Annabelle and Fluffy. But as Clawkun continues to build these magic damage items, that's where they need to really prioritize some more magic.
But he caught though. Rebellion wasn't able to recover. They were looking for that top lane. But EVOS, a very good read and a very good commitment on towards Audi. Make another jump here, top side. Good stun, good taunt as well. Sway low. Does not even have time to pop the flicker. Another kill on the board for Glory.
Talking about surviving that early game pressure coming in from EVOS, that's 2 members taken down, traded for nothing. EVOS going to be able to pick up a little bit of that gold lead as Dreams. Looking for another play, perhaps?
Here, Glory on towards Brands, Inspire locked in, and Brands is able to be locked down D with practically the solo.
So that is a trade over for Brands, slightly slowing the fact that he could potentially go for a snowball. But it does shut him down and put him in his place. But Rebellion, I don't think they're done.
4v2, good stun on towards Dreams now. Good knock-up as well. Annabelle now taking some heat, but Dreams at the backside will not be able to find an angle. That's a bait there. Good knock-up again by Audi. Now the immunity though, Annabelle will be the first one to fall. The turret as well, as it was rated top side. Rebellion looking for some counterplay.
Big W for Rebellion though, the fact that they were able to take Brands down as well and then clear up the wave. They shoved in the lane, and now Brands, he's actually rotating towards the turtle side. They get a mid-turret too, so incredible value as Rebellion put themselves in a good spot to go for this turtle. This is a Rebellion turtle, should be.
Yep, perfect turtle, no more for EVOS Glory as Rebellion picks up the final turtle. And EVOS Glory, they are the ones looking quite lost here in minute 7.
That was really good timing as well, right? Because the fact that they were able to collapse that domino effect and the timing that Annabelle wasn't even on the board for that neutral objective contest really just did a signal that Rebellion could take hold of the map. And now they get another turret in that top side for it. So 1,700 gold lead for Rebellion. Have they reached that mid-power spike?
Yes, they have. The NOD and the Enchanted Talisman for Sway Low. He's playing more utility as the burst damage will actually come from everyone. Even Audi TZ at this point can deal so much damage, and take a look at that. Right after the leg plates, go straight for the Radiant Armor, and that is what everyone almost is going for as well. The Barat and even Lapu cars with the Radiant already. Now we're just waiting on Vincent to secure his Radiant again.
Wow. Did he get it again?
Sway low!
Twice this time.
2 times in a row. Sway Low on the Navaria is built different. He has that attitude and he has that confidence in himself, and we've seen it not only just in this match, but in the matches before this. So expect more of these kinds of plays, and EVOS need to sniff that out. And that's a big resource wasted if they have to utilize the retribution to prevent those steals from happening.
Whoa!
Spirit of Glory will not be committed as D will grab the turret top lane. Wow, Rebellion is toying with EVOS Glory right now.
So this is why it's a different take on the side lane pressure. Usually, for the most part, I think in the last 3 seasons, we usually see the XP lane who goes into the side lane and clears it out. But now with the Moskov having so much global pressure, because of the Spear of Destruction, we're seeing the Moskov actually do the dirty work of cleaning out the side waves, getting the macro advantage for the team, and staying safe with it. Because technically at this point, Brands cannot go up there to 1v1 him. Fluffy can, but D is building already towards... He already has 3 items. He's in his power spike, and Brands is still quite far away from that Holy Crystal. He might actually pick it up in the 11th minute, looking at how the game is being played right now. And Rebellion have this macro advantage they can utilize all the time. Edith just screening away around that top side as the Moskov clears the wave, and he can join a team fight at any time if he lands the Spear of Destruction.
So this is already best case scenario for the Blue Bulls. Wait a minute. Okay. And that's going to be a purple buff taken in from D. But back to that point, this is already the perfect scenario for Rebellion. They've been able to amount for an advantage. But Annabelle going to go for the contest. He's a level below Vincent at the moment. If he reaches that level 12, Vincent should be able to pick up that 13. But it looks like EVOS want to commit still.
EVOS Glory here. Still perhaps looking for an angle here with Fluffy as well on the top side. Good talk on towards Cars. But take a look at Audi. Now Spear of Destruction connects, and take a look at D. He is going crazy with that 1 kill. Brands though will find that kill as well, but the Lord will fall to the hands of the Rebellion side. Now, oh my goodness, D survives, but that's 2 for 3, but Rebellion got the Lord.
Yeah, but like, what? How? How did EVOS get that much value despite the fact that the Blue Bulls were able to get that Lord? Rebellion were controlling.
They were, but they weren't technically. I gotta give props to both teams. Rebellion trying to utilize the forced errors, but at that point, they've already gotten the Lord so low to a point where EVOS knew, you know what? We're just gonna stay decisive. We're gonna hold this Lord from resetting, and you won't be able to play with that macro advantage. So D was walking up top. EVOS decided to just go for the fight. So for the most part in that fight, actually, they split the fight up. D went to the bottom side, going on to Brands with the Spear of Destruction teleport, and the rest of them just kind of got wiped up top. Luckily, it's still very worth it for Rebellion. Their carry still stayed alive. No shutdowns given towards EVOS Glory, and they get the Lord. So they'll be able to utilize this Lord advantage with a lot more pressure coming down on EVOS.
Disaster Echo spots 4. Annabelle is there as well. Good airborne there towards Dreams, but EVOS Glory, they will be able to handle the Lord. This is the first Lord, mind you. Rebellion will be able to get almost all of the tier 2s.
That tier 2 in the bottom lane, though, is still standing. Nobody's going to clear it just yet. Looks like Rebellion are hovering over this mid lane with the waves crashing.
With the Natan, though, I don't think they will be able to get any base turrets. Well, let's see here, Rebellion still with an attempt. Annabelle, oh my goodness, D! With the burst and attack speed, he'll be able to just melt Annabelle down. A first base turret taken from EVOS.
Wonderfully done, man. This is beautiful by Rebellion. That 80th pick just going and finding so much value this game. Pops the Primal Wrath because they want to threaten the turret take. Annabelle tries to frontline, but it's very different when you try to frontline up against an Edith compared to any other roamer. You get immobilized and you get bursted down, not just by the Moskov, but even by the Primal Wrath.
Good immobilize. And it's actually EVOS Glory finding the counter. Now good stun on towards Dreams and Brands. Brands 1 HP survives that fight. Sway low. Wasn't able to find and hit it from downtown, but that was a good defense by EVOS.
Yeah, Audi DZ being traded back, that means that they don't have any initiation power other than Cars, who was forced so low that he now needs to recall. Let's take a little update into the items here.
Yeah, shout out to D. He had the Magic Blade in the Lord fight, and he completed the Rose Gold that enabled him to survive in that fight. But I want to focus on Brands here, because there's so much Magic defense already for the side of Rebellion. He needed to go Divine Glaive. That will severely halt that Holy Crystal power spike from happening. So he's probably going to get it in the 14th minute of the game. And at that point, Rebellion might be able to just build up too big of a gold lead for even Natan to look for a comeback. Looking at this even, Natan won't be able to free hit. Usually, you just take account 2 members from the enemy team that you need to be aware of on the Natan. Now, technically, with the Edith and Lapu, that's 4 members that you need to be aware of in all these team fights. How they disengage, how they engage. And technically, it's all up to Rebellion as to when they want to take these fights. They've been winning because they can actually bait out the entropy quite easily with poke from AudiTZ, with Cars using the Bravest Fighter defensively or offensively, and obviously AudiTZ with the Earth Shatter. He can just disengage at any time. So for Rebellion, they call the shots. It's all up to EVOS to just react to the shots. How they actually look for pickoffs, that's, I guess, their key to victory at this point. Either they fully turtle in their base, look for like a defense and wait for a mistake, or they go for a pickoff. But I don't think a pickoff will come in right here. Rebellion look too clean right now.
The mind games. That's definitely the key point at the moment, but Brands just secured his Holy Crystal. Very close.
Like goes spots 5. Body conceal. Oh, Tono's welcome now, invested early. Fluffy will lose his immortality. Look at the backside. He's actually Brands taken down and Flockin as well. Rebellion now going crazy with D. Is just going ham on towards Dreams. Will not survive. That's a double for D as well. Another shutdown. And that's Rebellion going for the wipeout. Annabelle in a no man's land, looking for a defense, looking to escape, but D will focus on the turret, and Rebellion, they will have a say in the first game.
Who needs that power spike? It doesn't even matter if you get the Holy Crystal power spike for Brands. If you're instantly deleted off the map by the Moskov, steered in by D. That